Every once in a while, a company comes out with a product that just changes the entire industry. Colt Single Action Army, 1911, Glock 17. The innovations are so profound that it makes us rethink how we approach a problem. And those are just innovative products that just go down in history, changing the game. Well, today we have this. And I assure you, this is none of those things. It's actually kind of the opposite, like way opposite. This is the Altor 9. The Altor 9 might be the dumbest, most best thing that I've ever seen. Invented by fellow scientist Alex Malcolm, this was intended to be a self-defense weapon or a farming tool. Now, this is probably not the first time that you've seen this little devil on YouTube. My intentions with this were much different from the start. See, originally, I had planned on challenging Gun Prime, whom I got this from, to a trick shot challenge. Well, turns out the only person I was tricking was myself, because this has to be the most inaccurate handheld stop-it device ever invented by man. So much so that tumbling bullets and a rattling Altor 9 are some of the first things covered in their website Q&A. You should definitely go read it. It is hilarious. So today we are going to test the Altor 9, the cheapest pew on the market to its market near peer, the C9. Now there's about $50 difference between these. And we're going to see if spending that extra 50 bucks is worth it compared to this. First, let's address the accuracy and the tumbling bullets and why I think it's happening. And I believe it comes down to what they call micro grooves, or more accurately, the bare minimum of rifling to not classify this as a short barrel shotgun. Now, micro grooves, they were invented by Marlin back in the day, and they were designed to work in conjunction with the soft lead of a .22 LR. And they work good for that. If you've ever shot a Marlin Model 60, you'll know that they're very accurate. Which is also why I think this one fails in accuracy, because those micro grooves, like I said, were designed to work with soft lead. And the .0005 millimeter deep grooves, 4 of them, on the left-hand twist on a 1 in 10 turn ratio, don't quite cut into the hard jacket of the 9mm round. Therefore, you're not getting a spin because there's nothing to really grab on to make it spin. Now, I've noticed with some ammo, it spins the bullet, it shoots exactly how described. Some of the cheaper ammo, I've found that they tend to tumble a lot more. So the trigger, oof. The trigger is alien. What do I mean by that? It doesn't feel like any trigger you've ever pulled. It feels like some sort of toy almost, as far as trigger pull goes, because there's no breaking point. You pull until your finger slides up this ramp, allowing the trigger to bypass your finger and slam forward and set the round off. And you actually have to hold these fingers under this groove here. Now, Alex Malcolm, fellow scientist, has apparently never seen a human hand, because this is not much to grab onto. Not a good idea. So that brings us to the next thing, recoil. Now this little devil weighs a little over 10 ounces. And a 10-ounce 9mm made up of only 6 parts is going to have a little bit of recoil. Now you'll notice how high my hand actually sits on this gun. It's almost up here in line with the sights. So that recoil, you're kind of feeling it really strong because it goes straight back. Shooting 150 rounds of this in one session, your hands are really going to feel it. We test it with both hands on the gun and one hand on the gun. And you can see there's a major difference. But still, both times, even gripping it super hard with my big manly hands, quite a bit of jump out of it. Now let's talk about the safeties on this thing. It has a push button safety that works really well, but it also has a barrel safety. So if I go like that, it's in the safe position and the firing pin cannot make contact with the primer. But look, even with this gun loaded, watch, it's in the safe position. You can see that right there. If I shake it, it's in the firing position. So don't trust that. Now, let's see how it does against the problem solver. With this bad boy. Now it says top for your convenience. Lock into place. Here we go. Ooh, dead center. All right, that's a 4-inch group. That's not the best for a self-defense gun. Now, this is consistent with this gun shooting. I've shot this gun a lot. 5 rounds of blazer brass, just like with the Altor, brought to you courtesy of True Shot Gun Club. If you're not familiar with True Shot Gun Club, they have some of the best deals in the industry, and you can support this channel by using our link down below. All right, here we go. Now, I shot those rounds pretty fast, but as you can see, the groups are a complete different story. Now, if it does this at 21 feet, what's it going to do at 30 feet? Let's find out. I got a shooting gallery of pop cans set up. Let's see how they handle it. 3 diabetic-inducing cans of Fago. Let's fight tooth decay. Where did that hit? Second try. We're only given this 5 rounds. Round 3. Uh-oh. Surprise! Last round.
Yep, I saw where that hit. Me too.
So, the Altor failed that test completely. Let's see how the high point does. Ooh. Hit stick. All right, 5 for 0 with the Altor. You guys remember the shotgun video that I just did? So over here, we have a trailer park situation. We can help younger Fred out and put an end to this situation. I got him right through the neck. I was aiming right here. I was aiming center mass. Fred, if you remember, I shot his brother because his brother was trying to shoot him over a PBR misunderstanding. Well, he grabbed his brother's problem solver and he's come back for revenge on me. Currently, he is 62 feet away. Let's see if I can take my Altor 9 and stop him. One hit's all we need. One hit's all we need. All right, let's go check it out. He's completely safe. And there is not a mark on him anywhere. Not even through the pre-made holes. Fred from Target Nation might have my number. We've moved up 10 feet. Let's see if 52 feet is a distance that will save my life. Oh, I may have been aiming here, but his kneecap will feel that the rest of his life. So at 52 feet, I was able to get a bullet on target. See if I bring out my own problem solver. We are at 62 feet again. Problem solver versus cardboard problem solver. So Fred took a gut shot. That's not in a very good spot. Looks like it's right beside the navel. In the medical world, we would call that, oh shit, we need to get to the hospital. Let's see if we can knock the problem solver itself out of Fred's hand. Now, it's not actually gonna fall out of his hand because it's taped. Black tape won't let you down. So Fred took it right through the hand, and then the bullet hit him in the body here. All right, conclusion. Now, I noticed that the Altor, it fires pretty much every time as long as you're using quality ammo and you get a good trigger pull. Now, I noticed with some ammo, like this Turkish-made stuff, that I was having to pull the trigger quite a few times to get it to fire. Once I looked at those rounds, I realized that the primers were a lot deeper set than some of the American counterparts that I was using. So, for self-defense, do I recommend the Altor 9? No. And I don't say that easily because I like to see companies succeed, but you got to put out a product that's worth succeeding. Now, a lot of people will compare this with the deer gun the CIA used back in the day, and that's not fair to the deer gun. The only similarities is their looks. It functions differently and is probably a little bit better design-wise. Would I recommend the C9 over the Altor? Absolutely. I would recommend spending the few extra bucks. Now, will this go bang? Will it save your life? Yes, possibly. Especially if you're really, really close. So, what's it good for? I think it's good for a backup. I think it's good to throw under the seat of your truck or in the toolbox on your tractor or in your tackle box. I think it's good for uses like that. Now, maybe you're in the desert and you got a snake in your boot. What do? We break out the Altor. Not yet. I assure you, the safest thing in this desert is that snake. I got close. It got close. I did it. So it turns out you only have to get within 6 inches to hit a snake. And that's a dead snake. It's a dead dollar store snake. All right, let's get back to Kentucky. That didn't turn out so well, unless you get right up on the snake. Now that I had said that I don't recommend it for self-defense, do I recommend somebody owning one of these? Absolutely. This thing is a blast. And I think the funnest thing to do is to show your friends.
Oh!
What is?
What do you think?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I totally missed it.
So, in conclusion, the Altor 9. Should you add it to your collection? Yes. Overall, it's a blast. It's a weird gun. It's one of those weird guns. And I think you would kick yourself for not getting one. I absolutely recommend you getting one to add to your collection if it's in your budget. If it's not in your budget and you want a self-defense gun, get a high point, save another week, save another 2 weeks. Spend that extra $50. It'll be worth it. Not only are you getting a more accurate gun, you're getting something that can fire multiple rounds. One shot is not really enough, especially if you can't hit anything. Anyways, let me know what you think below. Would you buy this gun for yourself? I do not regret it one bit. Gun Prime, I want to thank you for sending me that Altor, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe and watch out for those politicians, America. Full beard manly.